How's it going out there in YouTube land? I'm in the car. No, not going to the doctor. Gotta run to town. I have a correction to make, or more of a clarification. One of my recent videos I put out, I think it was the video before this one, I had talked about trying for 7 hours to get those pigs loaded. Well, apparently I made it seem like I was out there by myself the whole time, and I was not. I was by myself maybe 45 minutes altogether. Number one farmhand was out there quite a while with me. He was out there the majority of the time. And Rhonda came out and helped. And actually, to be quite honest, she had the most progress out of it. But they just wouldn't quite commit. But I did not ever mean to imply that I was out there by myself, doing it all by myself. None of this I do is all by myself. So I couldn't do it. I had recorded a different video and I had mentioned, that they were out there helping. But I decided not to use that and recorded the one that I used. Evidently I didn't give credit where credit was due. I had help. Number one farmhand and the pig wrangler extraordinaire were both out there. So, hope that clarifies some things. The thing that is the most on my mind right now is these power outages in North Carolina, I believe. 45,000 people without power. And I know I'm a couple days late on this, but I haven't heard anything new today as far as everyone having power back. I heard that some got power, some didn't. But this isn't a new thing. This has happened at least once before. I believe it was in California. They had a substation get shot up like this. Now, I'm not going to tell you. I know who done it or why they done it, but it could have just been some drunk rednecks, some disgruntled electric company employees. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I've heard it blamed on the good Lord, that he's trying to stop a drag queen show. Not so sure about that one myself, but but this. The thing that worries me about this is that this has happened before. There was only one substation before. Now I think in this one there was 2 or 3. It could have been one person or a group of people, doing them all. It wouldn't be that hard. But anyway, these electric companies, and I'm not even going to get into the government, because I really would like to see the government stay out of a lot of crap. But these electric companies, they're going to have to go in and replace all this equipment, and they're going to have this loss of revenue, which is this is not a sympathetic video towards the electric companies. They've been told for years that their grid is weak, and I have no sympathy for them. I do have sympathy for the poor people that live down there, because if their electric company down there is anything like the ones we have up here, their electric rates are going up. Because contrary to popular belief, they're not going to eat that loss. Everybody, I know up here we have a power outage and then our electric bill's higher the next month. I mean, you can count on it. I know we didn't use more electric because we didn't have it for however long. But anyway, so I'm thinking, and this is my thought, my conspiracy, that we might be seeing more of this. I'm not gonna, like I said earlier, I don't know what happened. I know what happened. I don't know why it happened. But this is why you get prepared. I mean, as best you can. Make those MAGs, mutual aid groups. Get to know people that can help you in a situation like this. I don't sweat a power outage too much because, I've purchased a generator that can handle my 2 freezers and refrigerator. So, and we have a small fireplace. It is not, the best. It can't heat the whole house, but we can sit right there by it. We can live beside it and stay warm enough to live. We have done that before. I think we had to do it 3 days one time. But you just got to be prepared for these things. And, I say it over and over again. You just prepare for what is most likely to happen in your area. This area, you're most likely to get a tornado. For me, it's a tornado. There's areas around here that are flood prone, which, they have a history, so you should know, before you move there. That's something you got to look into. But anyway, this should be an eye-opener for not just the electric companies in North Carolina, but all electrical companies, for the government, and for us as users of electricity, the end consumer. We have a system that has needed to be upgraded for years, and they just keep making it weaker. Just, it's crazy. I don't understand it. The problem last winter, was it last winter or the winter before, down in Texas, when all of the windmills down in Texas froze up. They had an exceptionally cold winter and they froze up. Shut down tens of thousands of people, or not people, but homes. And this North Carolina thing, I think I said 45,000 people. No, that's 45,000 billing locations there's way more people than that are affected. I haven't heard the number on that, but so, and up here, just food for thought. Where I live, they put in a bunch of windmills, and they've shut down our coal-fired power plant that worked great for years, and very few problems. I'm not aware of any problems with it, but they shut it down, they put the windmills in and shut it down. But if this is a targeted attack, these windmills, they're out in the country. And it probably would take less explosives than one would think to take one of those out. And they're way out in the country. It's, I've been out in these areas at night, when I coon hunted a lot, and it's dark. And seeing a pickup truck sitting alongside the road at night in these areas isn't uncommon. People raccoon hunt. Make that clear. When I say coon hunting, I mean raccoons, furry little masked bandits. So, and they're grouped together. They're not too awful far apart. And you wouldn't have to take all of them out. Plus, they all connect to one main transmission line that goes back to what used to be a coal-fired power plant. Now is just a switching site, I guess. I don't know. And, it seems to me, this is my theory, like I said at the start, this is just what I was thinking. They make us more and more vulnerable all the time. What am I stopping for? The green light. Looking at that truck, trying to figure out what they did. We're in the market for an electrician. But anyway, alright, well, had a malfunction. I'm sure this transition looked a little weird, but anyway, so I've been to Wally World and did a grocery pickup. That's something. Occasionally I come over here and do the pickup, but I don't deal with the ordering or any of that. So Rhonda was telling me yesterday when she was placing this order that Walmart no longer does substitutions of a higher priced item at the lower priced item's cost. Yeah. Figured they lost some money on that deal. Anyway, just a heads up for anybody that doesn't know yet that does that. Yeah. So, anyway, I was talking about caffeine. And I've never thought a whole lot about caffeine, just never thought much about it. I know it's in coffee and tea and soda, and I figured the things they used to make the soda had the caffeine in it like it is with coffee and tea. Apparently not. Apparently, I'm going to say a large percentage of your soft drinks and energy drinks have synthetic caffeine in it. Think about that. And guess who makes all of the synthetic caffeine? China. Yep, every bit of it comes from China. The way I read that article. You can go do your research and maybe you find something different. If you do, let me know. So this is all man-made stuff that they're sticking in these drinks. Now, I gotta admit, I gotta be up front here. Soda pop is one of my addictions. It's getting easier to get away from it now because of, I don't know, it's not tasting the same to me. I've known for a long time that Pepsi is my drink of choice on there. But I've known for a long time it tastes different. One thing I found out is they've done away with sugar and added corn syrup, which is another rant of mine. So I'll save that for another day. High fructose corn syrup, which fructose is a sugar. But anyway, caffeine, synthetic caffeine from China. Now, if this synthetic caffeine was made in the United States, the USDA and whoever all else would be all over it. But they do not regulate the caffeine coming in from China. Think about that for a little bit. And there has been cases where there has been too much caffeine put in a soft drink. I can't remember which one it was. It was an orange soda. But anyway. And I don't think it was the Chinese that did that. I think it's all bottled here in the United States. So it's mixed and bottled here. But just, I don't know. I'm starting to think that I was happier when I was completely ignorant of a lot of this stuff that's going on now, where it's made, and you know, and this whole China-US thing is crazy. They're spying on us, they're sabotaging us, they're stealing our industrial secrets, our tech secrets, anything they can. We're in hock to them, or debt, however you want to look at that, up to our eyeballs. And it seems they're trying to destroy us. And, you know, it's crazy. You know, like I said, back to the caffeine. This article that I read, I need to learn to link to things. But I'm sure if you go out there and do a search on your favorite search engine, then you will be able to find it. Search caffeine or synthetic caffeine or Chinese caffeine, I don't know. And before anybody gets all in an uproar, I'm not against Chinese people. No, they're just people. Most of the 99% of the Chinese people just like us, just want to make a living and be left alone to do it, to live their life. You know. It's the government. It's the same thing I have a problem with in my country. The government. You know, we have these elected officials, and for some reason, once they get elected, they become an expert on everything. It's just crazy. But this caffeine's unregulated. We don't get to go inspect their facilities. And we're just bringing it in, and there's no problem with it. So go check that out. You might want to write your senator or your congressman on that one. And then we got, and I don't know the facts on this one. I haven't really went to look at it because I'm really not sure I want to know. Not to mention, I just haven't felt up to it. I get home and get these groceries in the house, put away. I'm probably going to take a nap. But, Tractor Supply. And this really sucks for me. I don't like hearing this, but, and supposedly National Tractor Supply headquarters knew about it. But they hosted a drag queen show. Really? Drag queens are the ones buying stuff from Tractor Supply. I think that probably should have been an easy pass for them, but anyway. And a lot of people are boycotting Tractor Supply because of it. And I don't blame you. That's what you want to do. I probably will have to keep going there myself, because just not being able to find what I need as close as they are might slow down a little bit. But anyway, do with that information what you want. And I want to be clear about this. If you want to dress up in women's clothes and put on gaudy makeup, and you're a male, you were born a male, that's your business. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't think it's right, but I don't care. I got my life to live. So, but where I have a problem with is when they go bringing kids to the shows. I mean, and if you're a parent taking your kid to that show, well, the question is, what the hell are you thinking? But anyway, leave the kids out of it. Just leave them alone. Let them be kids. They're going to learn about that stuff soon enough. Just leave the kids alone. So, yeah. Oh, I do have one more thing. Today, December 5th, is the number one farmhand's birthday. So, drop him a line in the comments and tell him happy birthday. I'm sure he will appreciate it. He won't read them, but I'll tell him about it. Yeah. Just happy birthday to the number one farmhand. Okay, so, well, I guess that's about all I got going on. The baby pigs are doing alright. I gotta call Mom when I get back home. Check on her. I've just been out of it this week. Today's the best I've felt since Friday. Today's Tuesday. So, alrighty. I don't know if I will get anything else, any other video made up, but if I do, it'll be after this. But if I don't, let's all look out for each other. Let's help each other when we can. And let's all pray. Prayer is desperately needed. Catch y'all later.